So that's going to be really clear right here. The only reason I watched the Boba Fett finale is because the Mandalorian was in the show. These last 3 episodes. Um, Speaking specifically from a critical and logical standpoint, the show is terrible. I'm not surprised. The character is about as flat as a pancake. He's never had any type of depth, no gravitas. He's not a leader of any kind. He's not a strategist. From the episodes I've seen, and especially in this finale, can't even make his own decisions on his own. Without the, what's her name? The chick with the mask. That clearly died in season 1 of Mandalorian. They brought her back because the actress, I don't know, Phoenix or something, whatever her name is. She's obviously the one telling him what to do. She's doing all the talking, what I've seen in this finale. So he doesn't have a voice of his own. You got the stupid bikers on these bright ass speeder bike things. I'm like, what the hell is this? And this is the show people have been raving about for the last 4 weeks. It's no wonder I ignored it. Yeah, I don't care about this character. I'm just talking about this from an outside viewpoint. Boba Fett is a terrible character, and this show proves it. He never should have been given a show. He's a side character at best. He's a thug. He's a bounty hunter. He's not a leader. Bounty hunters have never been leaders. That's why they're bounty hunters. They only do what they do for money. And you can see this quite clearly with Mandalorian in the very first episode of the series. Bring in warm, bring in cold. No leadership stuff there at all. Just does what he does for a paycheck. It's his way of life. That's what Boba Fett was originally, a bounty hunter. And this show, for whatever reason, is trying to rewrite him into something else. I'm telling you, from a writer standpoint, it doesn't work. Not for this character, it doesn't work. But I skipped all 4 of the first 4 episodes on purpose because I don't give a shit about this character. But the 3 episodes that I did watch, just from an outside viewpoint, terrible. Outside of Mandalorian, the show is absolutely terrible. Now, I don't get what people see in this character. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I've talked about this till the cows come home. I don't get it. Especially now seeing that, like, no, maybe let me watch it with my own eyes and see for myself. I'm like, I don't get it. Talking about a character who in 1983 got his ass eaten alive like a cartoon character. And people were jizzing their pants because they wanted to come back. Like, for what? To do what? It just makes me laugh. It's like, this character is so stupid. Clearly, Mandalorian has replaced him as far as popularity, and this character actually having an actual arc. Because I can just tell you right from the episodes I've seen, whatever the original intentions were for Boba Fett to have a character arc doesn't exist. He's not changed at all. He's exactly the way he was. We were talking about how badass he was in Mando season 2 for one scene. And what else has he done that makes him so special? Nothing. Nothing. I keep telling people, name one thing this guy has done. that makes him so unique amongst other Star Wars characters. No one can tell me anything. He's done nothing. Nothing. Believe me, I watch the original trilogy all the time. He's the most forgettable character in the Star Wars universe. People talk about Jar Jar Binks when they talk about him. Jar Jar Binks. And I'm like, so one of my biggest problems with this finale was the fact that it was like, oh, didn't send him. The last person little Yoda thing was with was Luke, and he gave him the decision of whether or not he wanted to stay or go to find Mando. So as far as I'm concerned, he sent the kid untrained, alone, to wherever Mando was, which is obviously not going to be a safe place. So that's sheer stupidity on his part. He's supposed to be Johnny fucking Master. It's like it's no wonder Ben was able to kill the Jedi so easily. He was just incompetent. It's not that hard to believe at all. It's just really sad to say. But, so poorly written. People keep trying to rave like, oh, Favreau, are you sure? I could have written a better script in my sleep. Maybe he was high when he did it or something, I don't know. There's no way he wrote this. It's just terrible. You got your freaking big ass Wookiee in the middle of the street with a bunch of Trandoshans overpowering him. Trandoshans and Wookiees hate each other, by the way. So, him by himself, he would have had no chance, no matter how massive he is. Number two, you got your stupid bikers or whatever that have no place in this universe. They're completely out of place. Right around their bright ass speeder bikes or whatever. Standing out like sore thumbs. And number three, crime syndicates. You don't think they're going to have people all around the city looking for your goons? When you're spread out, you leave yourselves more vulnerable to attack. That's common sense. And this proves that Boba Fett is not a leader of any kind. Never has been, never will. And this morning on the TV show. I've been saying it for years. This guy is not what people want him to be. He's not a leader. He's not a hero. It's been the same exact way since 1980. Boring, boring, boring. Flat character. Who's never had any growth. Even in the damn books. Doesn't do jack shit. Nothing that's memorable. I can name 10 EU characters that have done 10 times more than him and have never been on the big screen. 10, and that's just being generous. One in particular I can think of right now, Cloud Return. Has a far more interesting story than Fett. Never been on the big screen before. He's had a whole bunch of games. My favorite game is still Jedi Knight 2, right behind KOTOR and The Force Unleashed. Both Fett ain't in him. Cloud was the next Stormtrooper turned Jedi Knight. He's one of the coolest Star Wars characters of all time. All you have to do is play Dark Forces or Jedi Knight 2 or Jedi Academy. You'll see what I'm talking about. He's never been on the big screen. Probably won't. And I really don't want Disney to touch this character because they made Fett, even if he was whatever, into a complete buffoon in the show. This is just based on the finale that I watched. I'm like, wow, this is terrible. Granted, I predicted all of this. I've been saying it for years. This guy is not worthy of this popularity that he has. It's not warranted at all. It's a joke. I will never understand why people like this guy so much. I don't get it. forgotten everything I've seen anyway. Oh, and Cad Bane. Went down like a punk. Like, you kidding me? He shows up in the second last episode and he's already gone. You gotta be shit. The same reason I gave up on that Bad Batch or whatever it's called, aka the Omega show. These grown ass soldiers getting their asses saved by this dumb kid every time. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I have no interest in that. Like, where this Boba show gets renewed now, I'm not watching anymore. I've already proven my point 10 times over. Like, more Star Wars fans, in my opinion, need to be more honest about this type of stuff. Stop and take your blinders off for this character that you think is cool, but he's not. Never has been. And nothing that happened in this episode was earned on any level. Especially that Boba Fett Cad Bane fight. It wasn't earned. I can tell you, when I've been watching the first 4 episodes, I can literally just tell just by watching the finale. There's nothing there. There's no foundation whatsoever. Yeah, and this character's been gone since '83, and all of a sudden, I'm supposed to believe he can do all this stuff. Right. Okay. Like, cry me a river. Oh my gosh. Star Wars fans are so funny. This is the reason the Disney Wars trilogy exists, by the way. Because people couldn't accept the prequels, even though they actually tell a linear story, versus the god-awful Disney Wars trilogy. Just gets worse with each one. From Death Star 3 to Palpatine showing up out of nowhere to Luke being completely out of character. I mean, is there a reason they didn't go to Jabba's palace? All this talk about how he took over the palace or whatever. And you'd think that would be the first place they would go to hole up. Instead of a whole bunch of traps and all that, use the wrinkle pit or whatever. That's what gangsters would actually do. They wouldn't go advertising themselves, they would wait on more people to them. That's the smart thing to do. But Boba Fett in the show is a complete moron. Again, I'm not surprised, but it's funny at the same time. Because it proves my point 10 times over. It's hilarious. But at this point, I just rest my case because, well, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Doesn't matter I got out of the way, because now I don't have to watch this stupid show over again. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's terrible. There's no way Favreau wrote this show. There's no way. There's no way.